During the time of the Greeks, that's when it was a whole game changer on the planet Earth when the Greeks came into power. Which the Greeks was who? The Greeks was the Edomites, man. We're talking about the Greeks, starting with the first king. Let's go to first Maccabees, and somebody go to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel first. Daniel 7,
Daniel 7 and 1.
No, you get the Maccabees, bro. You get the Daniel 7 and had to be about 4 or something like that, bro. Hey, and what sparked this lesson was Apostle Throught, man. In transit, when he was going into the Greek history, man. Because understand, Greeks, right? That was a start. That the world got a term, or these scientists got a term called civilization. Started with who? The Greeks. Now, civilization was already fucking here before the Greeks. You had empires like Egypt, way before the Greeks. You had the Babylonian Empire. The civilization was already here. So what did they mean by that? The rise, the start of the Edomites' rule came with the Greeks. You know? That's why it's recorded so heavily in the scriptures, because when the white people actually got a chance to get a grip on the earth, they turned it upside down, man.
Right. They were saying that the world wasn't civil until they came into power.
Yeah, and that's part of their white supremacy.
Yeah.
You know, because you got all these paintings is what so-called white people. All these things is all so-called started with white people. Yeah. So then by saying that Greek is the start of civilization, it's all about white supremacy. That's all that boiled down to.
Yep, let's get these scripture real quick. Let's continue. Y'all brothers feed in, man. Brothers, look up Alexander the Great on Wikipedia. Look up Hellenistics, Hellenin on Wikipedia. Shit, let's just flow talking about it. Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 2.
No. Just jump straight to the point, bro.
Daniel chapter 7.
Start at 1 and then jump down to that.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream.
Belshazzar was the grandson of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was the first Babylonian king. He had grandsons and sons after him that took over his throne once he passed away. And during the time of the Babylonian Empire, Daniel got a vision of the future kingdom that was going to come and go. You know what I'm saying? And one of the many kingdoms was the Greeks. Go ahead, bro.
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed.
Right.
Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
Yep, jump down now.
Jumping down to verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of its 4 wings of a fowl.
Now, a leopard that had upon his back 4 wings of a fowl. That leopard represents the Greek Empire, starting with Alexander the Great. What they call Alexander the Great was really, Alexander the Great was nothing but Alexander the III. You had Alexander the II that came before him, and you had Alexander the I that came before him, man. You know? But back in ancient time, what you would do with your sons, you would keep naming them after you and just putting a 3rd or a 2nd on it, man. Like me myself, I'm actually a 3rd, but my name is, I got the junior at the end of my name, man. You know? So that's what was going on, dealing with it, man. Go ahead, bro. They said he had 4 wings on his back, represented the 4 was representing the 4 generals of the Greek Empire, which was Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucid. Now you had a 5th general that was in there too. His name was Antiochus, which was one of the generals too. But this general got swallowed up by Seleucid. It got his region took over, and the Seleucid Empire took over. Get the map up, Bob, real quick. Keep that one up, Bob. brother. Let's take down Caesar. Yeah. I told that lady to put it upside down earlier because that fucking dumbass nigga from the Black Conscious community. But the Seleucid Empire reigned all over where the Babylonian Empire was the whole Mesopotamia back then, which is Iran, Afghanistan today. The Seleucid Empire reigned from here, scoping all the way around into Turkey. Now the Ptolemy Empire reigned all over here in Egypt, all in Egypt. And then Cassandra represented, I think it's Greece. It was Greece. And somebody, yeah, matter of fact, oh yeah, Cassandra was Greece, and then Las Amecas was over here in Spain and France and everything back then, man. And that was the kingdom that Alexander the Great left. You know, that's the kingdom that Alexander the Great left. Let's go back where he was at.
Back in verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
Yeah.
The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Now the 4 heads and the 4 rings represent the same thing. You know, what your head is, what does the head represent? It represents your power. Because those were the 4 powers that was going to come in after Alexander. You know? Because during the time of Alexander the Great, during this time in his reign before he died, you had all these generals that was cool with each other. They was friends, they grew up with each other, man. Somebody look up Aristotle. Somebody look that dude up. But all these dudes grew up under these groups grew up with each other, learning under the same teachers, man. Under, guess what? A so-called black man. Aristotle was a so-called black man. And that's something that's hid. That's something that's hid from the people, man. Aristotle, and then I still even start searching into like they talk about Aristotle. Aristotle learned from damn, what's them bastards name? Plato, and then Socrates. Yeah. Socrates. I don't know if they too was black, but I'm pretty sure that they had to be. But somebody type in was Aristotle black and go to the first link. You know? But these guys learned under a damn black man. And that's what made Alexander the Great so smart in his battles. Because he saw and tell you he even compete with you, one of the most smartest military men that ever existed. Guess who they say he was? They say it was Alexander the Great, which is straight up bullshit. Because Alexander the Great didn't do nothing but what? Steal all his information from other people.
You said the first link?
The first link, and tell me if you see that picture in there.
On Reddit?
One matter of fact, go to Google Images on it. Go ahead, back here. Go to Google Images on that question.
I'm gonna skip to verse 8.
No, finish. We started that verse at the top again.
This is back verse 16. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
That was it right there? Yeah, keep going, keep going.
After this I saw in the night vision.
Oh, no, that was it right there. Let's jump to the Maccabees. This is First Maccabees 1 and 1. It says, and it happened after that Alexander. Let's start right here. Let's start at the top again. We're focusing on Alexander right here. This is First Maccabees 1 and 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, has smitten Darius, king of the Persians and the Medes. I'm sorry, bro. Slocky, it's the second link. You got it? Matter of fact, I got it right here. This is because you can type in Alexander learning under Aristotle, which Alexander learned under Aristotle. This dude fucking taught Alexander a lot of fucking deep shit that gave Alexander the confidence he needed to rule, man. And guess what? Yeah, that's it right there. Check that out. Get that picture right there, bro. Put your camera light on it all the way, bro. Matter of fact, I got it right here, bro. Yeah, it shows Aristotle and Alexander. A black dude. That's a fucking black dude, man. Now, if you Google that same image, you just type in Alexander Leonard and Aristotle, you go to Google Images, somebody do that real quick. And let's see what they portray as Aristotle or whatever, man. Which Aristotle was nothing but a damn Greek philosopher. He was nothing but a Hellenistic man. A man that who loved Greek, everything about Greek fucking history. You got a lot of them guys that still exist to this day. You know? Yep. Google Images. Look, when you go into Google Images, it'll just show you like two white men standing next to each other or whatever, man. Aristotle looking white dude and shit. You know? Which he saw that he does that though, man. He don't want to give Jake no credit. Yep. But let's go back up.
This is back the first Maccabees.
Start at the top again.
1-1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
Yeah, Alexander, the son of Philip. Now Philip was Alexander's dad, which was the third. It was Philip Philip the second. Somebody look up what Philip was. I believe it's the second though. You had Philip that came before him. Now, get the man back up. During the reign of Philip, what Philip did, this guy's Alexander's dad, he was in power for a long ass fucking time, man. What he did, he expanded over here in Macedon, which is over here in Greece. He expanded the rule of Macedon throughout over here. All up in here. But he didn't have, it said the first to rule over all Greece, and we're going to read down, was Alexander. He didn't go that far. He didn't take it that far. That's why when you watch Alexander the movie, when they was all getting to it after Alexander, Pops had died, Alexander yelled out, well, my father ain't brought out this, did half the things that I did for this empire. You know, everybody got quiet and shit, because it was the truth. The Lord wasn't dealing with Alexander the Great's father, how he was dealing with Alexander, man. It didn't even show you in the movie that Alexander the Great's father kind of despised him, kind of looked down upon him.
Because he was, if I'm not mistaken, Philip was, his father was kind of a
second or third
upstanding guy. He was like he wasn't like a dirty dude. Like
nah.
He was like an upstanding guy, and he didn't like how Alexander was growing up in the ways that he was going. Like he could see that he wasn't gonna be a good guy, a good man or whatnot.
Yeah, or to follow exactly how his plans was to run shit. You know, because these Edomites, they wicked off fucking top. You know, but yeah, it's Philip II of Macedon.
Yeah.
You had, when the little research I was doing, you had guys, these Edomites that, like you can keep jumping back because you see that it's a second, it's a third, it had to be a first. You keep jumping back. It started with these Edomites who had fucking, who had rulership or who had jurisdiction over a certain part of land in Macedon under the Persians, man. Under the Persians. And that's how the start of Edom getting over Macedon even started, man. From somebody giving jurisdiction over the land dealing under the Persians, man. A damn Edomite. You give an Edomite something, he already plotting.
Yeah.
He was plotting that long, all the way, he started taking over.
Yeah, because during that time, the Persians was ruling over the Greek. The Greeks started revolting throughout different cities throughout the land of Greece started revolting. And then the Greek, all the different cities like Athens, Corinth, all those different cities started teaming up together so they could be able to defeat the Persians. Yeah. That was the prophecy when it started shipping for the Macedon or the Edomite to come into power. That was the starting point with when you read about the revolt and the riot that was going on in the Greek island and stuff that was going on.
Yeah. All you gotta do is go to Wikipedia and go to the predecessors. Keep going to the predecessors. Gonna keep going back and back and back. And it started with this damn Edomite that was given dominion over a certain part of the land, just by finding favor in the sight of one of the fucking Persians. And then it went downhill from there. He was in a mind of, I'm finna take over. Yeah. And then he accomplished, got it done. Why? Because of Daniels. You know?
It said here it said he was the third son of King Amitha III of Macedon.
Yeah.
You know, and he keep on going back to him, and then you'll see the background that he came from.
Yeah.
So,
they keep going back.
The Greek was the so-called Japhite.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
The Edomite came up in there and put the Japhite out. But guess what?
Yep.
The Edomite got ruled over by the Persians.
Yep.
By the one of the aspects of Elam.
Yep. That's right, bro. Go ahead, bro.
This is back in First Maccabees 1:1. And it happened that after Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes.
Was smitten Darius. The battle was called the Battle of Gaugamela. I believe that was the last and final battle. It was a couple battles. Lord willing, I ain't getting the name mixed up, but that was the last battle that took between Darius and Alexander. And Alexander captured the kingdom and expanded the Greek Empire from just being in Greece to control over all Mesopotamia down to Egypt, Northern Africa, man. Took all of it. You know? That's why, go ahead, bro. Let's read further.
It says that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
The first over Greece. But hold up, you had Philip II that came before Alex. Philip II was only over Macedon. Yep. He wasn't over all Greece. Which all Greece is all right here. All right here. This is all Greece. Which goes down to Sparta. It comes all the way back up, which a lot where Paul was at. Paul was in and out of there, man.
Hey, in the Wikipedia, it says that Philip II of Macedon, it said right here that after defeating Athens and Thebes at the battle of
ISSUP?
No, CHA something in 338 BC, Philip II led the effort to establish a federation of Greek states known as the Leader Corinth, because all those different cities were known as states. Yep. That's why today you have known as what? City-states.
Yep.
New York,
city-state.
London, and Vatican are known as city-states. And Baltimore is known as city-state too. Yep. But back then, those city-states, they had to create a federation so they could be able to defeat the Persians, because one city-state can't do it on their own.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's right, bro.
It said, to establish a federation of Greek states known as the Leader Corinth, with him as the elected hegemon, the commander-in-chief of a planned invasion of the Achaemenid or Menad Empire of Persia. Yep. But of course he got that name. So.
Yep, that's right. Let's go.
It says, and they
even say that Alexander could have been a part of it, or his woman, you know, because she was pushing Alexander's mother, which was Olympia, I believe. She was pushing that Alexander was came from the gods, and that she got pregnant by a snake or some shit like that, man. You know, on that Greek philosophy type shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Alexander got to the point he thought he was Zeus. The scripture's gonna say it. Let's go, bro.
Right. It says, and made many wars and won many strongholds.
And won many strongholds, because Alexander the Great did not lose. The Most High gave his ass a little perfect record, man. That dude would smash you. He would smash you because first and foremost he learned under a fucking Jake. Yeah. Like I was saying, Philip II actually paid Aristotle to come tutor fucking Alexander, man. Paid him. You can look this out in fucking history, it's all up in there. Paid a black dude. And then the battle formation that they did take, the Greeks, guess who was based at? 300 Spartans. When you make that impenetrable shield, and then you got the long rod that comes out the back. Somebody Google the formation, the battle formation of the Greeks. You will see it.
I get that scripture in Maccabees about how they're brothers.
Oh yeah. You talking about what?
They show you that in they show you that formation in the Game of Thrones series.
Yep. They show do.
You said battle formation of the what?
Battle formation of Alexander the Great or Greeks or see, and then go to Google Images. It was the 300, which was who? Which was Jakes. You know? Yeah. Because what did the Edomites do, man? They thieves, man. Yeah. They steal everything you got and say they upstairs. Yeah. You know?
You got all your different.
You know what I'm saying? Do it on. Oh, okay. Don't show the actual. It's an actual word for it. I forget what the hell it's called.
Right here?
Something like.
Hey, this right here?
Feelings.
I did something like that.
This right here, bro?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there, go right there. Down. The one down. Let me see. Like that right there. And they have an impenetrable wall, but everybody got them long ass staves so that when enemy come up, they get stabbed before they even can get to the wall. You got an impenetrable wall and then you got them long ass staves. After and destroying shit with that formation, man. Which it shows you that on what? It shows you that on 300. Remember they had the wall, and then the motherfucking stave came down, they fucking stabbed your ass. And then get back to the wall. That's how they was destroying shit, man. And that's why he's won many strongholds. And the Lord was with him overall. Because it was prophesied he got to come into power. And that's why it's like, look, you can say the Bible ain't real, but hold up, the history in the Bible is on point with history, man. That Esau writes. And we know that Alexander the Great existed. This dude existed. I'm talking about you got Edomites who love Alexander the Great. White people, they love him. They feel that's why he got the title the Great. Because white people love what he did.
You got a whole bunch of documentaries about this guy. You can go in there. You can watch countless hours of this dude.
I'm talking. You got women that will fucking love to marry him. All type of shit. I'm talking about you got Greek historians who fucking that's their idol. Go ahead, bro.
It says this is back in the second verse. It says, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him.
It got to a point where everybody knew like nobody ain't messing with this dude Alex. You know? Just goes to show you that the Most High, what he says is gonna happen, it happens, man. And this guy was young. Alexander the Great was young, smashing people, man. He even had that when you watch the movie, the scene when he got on that horse. I don't know if brothers remember. The horse had a name. I think his name was like Bacchus or something like that. But that was the actual like a spiritual moment according to prophecy, because during that time when he was dealing with that horse, nobody could tame this horse or break this horse. An all-black horse. Oh shit!
Yo, they show you that in the movie.
It's showing you in the movie. The horse is specifically shown as all-black horse because it was an all-black horse. And what that remind you of, bro? Revelations. Nobody could break this horse. But when Alexander being only 13 or 14, he the one that broke the horse. And when he broke the horse, it's recorded in history of his father, Philip II. It's quoted. It's one of his quotes. He told Alexander, "Man, seeing that you did that, you don't need to just be a king over Macedon, but you're gonna be a ruler over the world." His father told him that, and that's what fucking and his father was on point with it, you know, because that dude was set up through Spirit to be the next one to come. Somebody could look that quote up if they want. Like Alexander the Great's father tells him something over breaking the horse or something. I don't know, something like that, make it shorter or something.
This is the third verse. It says, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
He thought he was Zeus. He thought he was a god. Alexander got fucking puffed up, man. You know, thought he was Zeus. them stories that his mother told him got start getting to his head. Maybe I am a son of a God. You know, not knowing that the Most High only giving you 12 years, son. You got 12 years, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was gay. Alexander the Hell was gay as hell. Because during the Greek philosophy, during Hellenism, that's what it was called. It was a normal to practice homosexuality. The Greeks believed that whoever it is that you love, if you could capitalize or make it superior on that love, then you happy, you good, you're a good man. You know what I'm saying? So if you love the man, there was nothing wrong with it. Y'all perfected that what the people call love. Like how they say it today, it don't matter who you love. Yeah. It's just about, you know, it don't matter who you or what thing you love. It's just that you love them. Do you guys care for each other? And it tell you that it show you that when Alexander in the movie, watch the movie Alexander, it show you that when they was all sitting down as little boys and the teacher, I'm thinking about that probably represent Aristotle, man. The teacher was teaching them and they was asking about them gay questions, and Aristotle told them, or whoever the dude was like, yeah, if they love each other and it's just a perfect match, then that's what it is. So Alexander, the Greek fucking practiced homosexuality, man. Go ahead, Doc. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, read it, bro.
This is the quote that Philip II said to his son. He said,
this is after he broke that horse.
Oh, I got the,
being only 13 or 14-year-olds, tamed a horse that no man could tame. An all-black horse. Good,
for that which I leave is too small for thee.
That's what he told him. Ask thee for another kingdom. Because that which I leave, which was only what? Macedon, is too small for you. And what Alexander the Greek accomplished? Expanding the empire like nobody did at that time. To the known world. To the known world at the time, Alexander expanded that. And that's why everybody stood quiet before this dude. And he was young. Brilliant though. Brilliant in war. Brilliant because he learned under a black dude. You know? Brilliant because the Lord was just with him, period. You know? That's the overall case. But the Lord used a black dude to put that confidence in him. Used a black man. Goddamn white people, you fucking corny.
The backdrop.
Man, white people don't know shit. They don't. If the white man know anything about anything, it's because he stole the information from somebody. He didn't search it out himself. Goddamn demon. Go ahead, I
got the backdrop of the pro.
Read it a little loud, I see
it's the backdrop of the pro. It's on Wikipedia. It said, when Alexander was 10 years old, a trader from Thessaly bought Philip a horse.
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on. Check the battery.
It's a spare too, because this asshole. Same motherfucker gonna be dead to the motherfucker, don't even know. Knowing the Most High recording everything.
Hey, it's the backdrop of the crow that the brother brought out.
Hold up, go ahead, say it now, because that's
the backdrop of the crow the brother brought out. And then when Alexander was 10 years old, a trader from Thessaly brought Philip a horse, which he offered to sell for 13 talents. The horse refused to be mounted, and Philip ordered it away. Alexander, however, detecting the horse's fear of his own shadow, asked it to tame the horse, which he eventually managed.
That's what they were saying, that the horse couldn't be tamed because it was scared of its own shadow. I don't know how the hell would you even come up with that that observations, seeing that you can't go on the horse's brain. But hey,
it said Plutarch stated that Philip, overjoyed at this display of courage and ambition, kissed his son tearfully, declaring, "My boy, you must find a kingdom big enough for your ambition. Macedon is too small for you." And brought the horse for him. Alexander named it Bucapalis, meaning ox head.
And that's the horse that Alexander rode with, you know. Which will show you in the movie, they show you that he got a leopard skin on the road. I mean, on the horse. It was like he fucking, the Most High was showing that was the guy, because he was described as a leopard up in Daniel's.
He wore a leopard on his head.
Yep, yep. Which I was looking up the word leopard in the Blue Letter Bible, and it was basically saying fitted or somebody fitted or, you know, something like that. And I also know that as far as attributes go, a leopard represents swiftness, agility, quick. Because what did Alexander do? He came and moved quick.
Like with Kohler?
Yeah. Yeah.
He moved with Kohler.
He moved with Kohler.
Yep. Yeah. Passed on the rim.
Yeah. He only ruled for 12 years.
Hey, one aspect of him moving so quickly is that that new that army system that they had, you know, that with the Spiri shit. That wasn't introduced before in war. Yep. So the enemy didn't have a defense for that, or a what you call it?
Like basically
like another plan to go around that or whatnot, you know?
Yeah, you got shit. That's why that dude was conquering shit. You know, because you got all, like in the cat world, you got the lion and all that. A lion is not as swift as like a leopard would be. You know, a lion is stronger, but it's not as swift. You know, but yeah, man, that's how Alexander came. Came like a leopard on that ass.
This back fourth verse. It says, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
Yeah, which a lot of people say that he died from like a sexually transmitted disease. It ain't really recorded what it is, but somebody spiritual would think that to be that, you know? Because back then, when you caught a disease back then, it wasn't like today. Where it was like, you know, back then, like, say for instance, one of these new fucking new age diseases and shit, damn, I can't think of one right now, but fucking back then, you caught that shit, it was like, oh! Yeah. Like, they got the super gonorrhea right now. You caught super gonorrhea back then, it was like, you dead. Hey, I see you later.
Put your house in order.
You know what I'm saying? Put your house in order, all right. So back then, you know, whether he was poisoned or whether sexually transmitted disease don't really matter. The Most High put him to death because that's what the Lord wanted to do with that dude, because of the 4 wings or the 4 heads that was spoken in Daniel had to come up. So the main head had to get took down. And during his fucking, when he died, how he died so rapidly and so quick like that, it left his whole empire in just straight up confusion. That's why all the generals, they like, fuck that, bro. It's my turn.
Yeah, it's him because he didn't anoint heir to the ruler because he didn't have a son. So he didn't appoint one of them to be to take his place. He said basically, I forget the quote, but he said something like, basically, only the strong survive. Yeah. Like basically, between you 4, whoever mans up the most and take whoever down, the real general is gonna step into that place, and he's gonna step up. That's why they was all evil towards each other.
That's like the brother said. There was another one because there was one of the other ones had 2 other dudes that had that one of the guys murdered, and he took his place. Yeah. You know, that's the history of it. That's how Esau is, man. Yep. When you go into the history of those, how the general was getting down and stuff, man, and why Esau coming up, because he also had the in Rome, start with a P, stuff in guard. You know, they were pretty much the embassy. It was like the Caesar's guard or whatnot.
Yeah, like an embassy.
Some of the Caesars got taken out by those guards. Yeah. Because they wanted somebody else to be in power, you know?
Yeah, man, they was when Alexander the Great died, man, they was like, shit, it's mine.
The world is mine.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up.
That had been brought up with him. Yep. These are the same guys that he was small with.
Yep.
You know? They all talking about war together and what they gonna do when they grow up, you know? learning under a fucking black dude and shit. Go ahead, Doc.
And had been brought up with him from his youth.
Hey, Satan worship is going down, just to let y'all know. Hey, just to let y'all know, Satan works for the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
You know?
You got these going on the trick bag.
Scripture said that you worship the creature more than the creator. Yeah? One more time. Hey, Satan works for the Most High, just to let y'all know.
Right. Hey, on his shirt it says,
The Satan controls the Most High. I mean, and that's Satan right there. Saying like, shit, man, leave me alone. The Most High controls Satan.
Hey, on his shirt it says the left-hand path.
Yeah.
The wicked way.
Hey, they got something going on, some demonic shit, which they learned from the Greeks anyway. Fucking, have you seen Edomites walking by? I've seen the Northern Kingdom. One Edomite out of 100 people, the rest is Northern Kingdom. What is wrong with you, Northern Kingdom, man? That's why the Lord just lighten your islands up, man.
Hey, that's the same spirit coming back though, because this fucking Northern Kingdom down in the Aztec Empire and shit was doing all them damn sacrifices and shit, man. There's the same with the spirit back.
Yep, let's go back though, bro.
Back
we got Satan worshippers walking by like a mug. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Fucking Northern Kingdom, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, wherefore he called his servants such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
Yep.
So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Alexander only reigned 12 years and Most High smoked him. You know, go ahead, Doc.
It says, and his servants.
Hey, he fell dying sick too, man.
Yeah.
That's what made me think this guy, fucking Alexander, could be Julius Caesar, man. You know? Who knows?
He died in
fucking Vespasian.
That dude died in Babylon.
Yeah. But
it says, and his servants bear rule.
He gotta be one of them. If he not him, he probably who came after Julius Caesar? Augustus. Octavian Augustus. That could be it. And then his father, reincarnation could be Julius Caesar. You know, these dudes are determined to rule, man. You come back in your same lot. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Right. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Because that was the 4 wings that was spoken in Daniel. Go to Daniel, say, Doc.
Yeah, I got it right.
Yep, it started after the Persians and Medes, like 4 or something like that.
4? Yeah, it started like 4 or something like that. Alright, let's just talk about the line.
Where you at? Oh, no, go to Daniel's 8, bro. 8. And then, yeah, it started at 8.
This is Daniel's.
You right here or right here? What's up? Yeah, go to 8, bro. 8.
I thought you were verse 8.
Okay, I see what you said, my bad. Go to chapter 8, not the 8th verse.
This is Daniel's chapter 8, verse 1. In the 3rd year of the reign of King.
Jump down to 5.
Got it. It's Daniel chapter 8, verse 5. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth.
The he-goat is talking about Alexander. That's the he-goat. And Alexander represents the Greek Empire. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes.
Right. Now, go back to the map, Slakia, because Alexander was over here in Greece, he started off in his west. That's why he said he came from the west. And he pushed east and south and north. And the notable horn is talking about Alexander the Great. That's what that's talking about. Go ahead.
You can go up and it goes into that. It breaks down that he pushed. And it also breaks out
Who the Persians were. No, I don't want to go into the Persians, bro.
Well, that's what he's going to take down.
Yeah.
He's pushing over into there to rule because you're gonna go into how he moved on the ram. Goat moves on the ram.
You know what? Yeah, let's drop it, bro. Just start at 3.
Nah, I was gonna start there.
Go ahead, drop it.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram, which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other.
The ram represents the Persians in the Mede Empire, and the 2 horns, you notice that it said one of the horns was higher than the other because the Persians was going to excel over the Medes.
Right.
You know, go ahead,
But one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. Verse 4.
And the higher came up last because starting up the Persian and Mede Empire, who started first? The Medes started first, and it ended with the Persians. You know, go ahead,
Verse 4. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him.
You notice the ram says pushing northward, what's the southward?
Northward, southward,
and westward, because the ram was the kingdom of the Persians and the Medes was in Mesopotamia, which is all up in here, Iraq and all that today. They was already on the east, so they had to just push west, south, and north.
Right.
You know? Go ahead,
Continuing on, it says, so that no beast might stand before him.
And they actually ruled, they actually conquered those lands. Yeah. That's why when it goes into it, Alexander was known to be crazy to even go against them because they were so powerful. Because when you take over a land, you take that land down, but that land, whoever you had to conquer for that land, they became tributary unto you, and then they have to go to war with you. When you go to war with another, if you go into war with someone else, they have to fight alongside with you. So the Persians, because that's exactly what Xerxes was trying to do with Leonidas in 300. He was trying to get them to bow down, worship me, I'll let you rule your region, and when I go to war, you go to war with me, fight on my side.
And if we need some money, you need to pay up.
Right, you pay tribute. But he didn't want to bow down to him. So that's the Medo-Persian Empire, they pushed and covered that whole land, and so they basically yielded all that unto themselves as resources, as financial, and as an army, as power. So it was crazy for him to go up against them. But like the brother said earlier, the Most High was with Alexander so bad it's gonna describe how he moved on them. Because that was crazy to go up against them at that time.
That's right there, bro. Let's jump to that Daniel 8 real quick. I mean 7, bro.
This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear.
A second like unto the bear. This is talking about the Persians and the Mede Empire. Go ahead,
And it raised up itself on one side.
And it raised up itself on one side. It's talking about how the ram horn was higher than the other. You know? Because the Medes was going to come, and then the Persians was going to come after that. That's what it's talking about. It raised itself up on one side. Go ahead, bro.
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth.
And it had 3 ribs in its mouth. What does the 3 ribs represent? The 3 strongholds of during the time of Babylon, which was Babylon, Lydia, and Egypt. You know? That was like the 3 main things, the 3 strong, or what would you say? Just the top places in fucking Babylon. But the Persians and the Mede went and took over that, took it all over, took the whole shit over. Go ahead, bro.
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
That's right. No, that's it right there. And Persians and Mede came and conquered and established one of the biggest armies ever. And tell you during the time of Esther, it said that King Artaxerxes set up 120 provinces, basically 120 states. A province could be swapped out as a state. You only got 50 states over here in Babylon. Are fucking great, right? And Xerxes fucking went further than that. Made 120. You know. So they made a big ass empire, had a big ass army. So when Alexander the Greek came up against this dude, it was like this brother was just saying, it was like this dude is fucking nuts. You're fucking nuts to go up against these dudes who we all understand that. During the time of dealing with the Persians and the Mede Empire, them motherfuckers used to feed their elephants wine to go to fucking war with them, man. Feed them the mulberry, get the elephant drunk as hell, and then go to war with that motherfucker. Show you that in the Maccabees. You read it down in the Maccabees book, man. The motherfuckers did not play, man. All type of rhinos. Motherfuckers taming rhinos. You going to war with them, you know? So Alexander was fighting against that right there. Go ahead, that was it right there. Let's jump back to the Daniel's thing. Yeah.
This is back in Daniel chapter 8, verse 4. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand. But he did according to his will and became great.
And that's when the Persians and Mede expanded the empire more than anybody at the time. When the Persians and Mede came into power, the expansion of the empire of what people ruled expanded further than anybody. But when Alexander the Great came in and knocked them down, he expanded it even further. You know? Go ahead,
Verse 5. And I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. Verse 6. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power.
Because Alexander came with that fire. He came with that, I'm winning. I'm a win spirit, man. The Lord put it in his mind that he was going to do that, man. So he ran up that he-goat ran up on the ram and destroyed the ram. Go ahead, bro. Which was the Grecians taking down the Persians and the Medes. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler,
which means anger,
against him, and smote the ram, and brake his 2 horns. And there was no power in the ram to stand before him.
Remember, in the scriptures, horns represents power too. So broke their power. That's what they did. We're talking about Greek history right now. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, but he cast them down to the ground and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Because
it was prophesied that the Greeks was going to take down the Persians and the Medes. So it's nothing that the Persians could have did. They could have got 1.5 million elephants drunk to attend within their army, you know, but they was not going to win. And then on top of that, the Most High giving Alexander the Great a battle formation that nobody could fucking overcome. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8. Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken. And for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven.
It says after it, the notable horn was broken. Alexander the Greek did what? He fell down and died. You know, and then it said 4 notable ones came on after it. The same thing that Daniel's explained in the vision. The 4 heads or the 4 wings. The 4 generals that came up. You know? The 4 assholes who's finna change the whole planet Earth when it come to wickedness. You know? Let's go, bro.
Verse 9. And out of the one...
Let's stop right there. Let's continue right here. We're gonna jump back in there, but later.
It's back in 1 Maccabees 1 and 9.
Matter of fact, before we do that, let's go to the let's read over here in Daniel's 8 and 20. It shows you who is who.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 20. The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia.
There you go. The ram that thou saw having 2 horns. You white people are weird, man.
Right.
Hey, you little weird ass concubines, man. Go ahead.
Back in verse 20.
Go ahead, my fault. We got fucking white people dressed up like dolls and shit walking around. You know, want to get raped and shit. Fucking weirdos. Go ahead, bro.
Back in verse 20. The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Medium Persia.
The ram that you saw having 2 horns are the kings of Medium Persia. That was this is the angel giving an interpretation to Daniel. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia.
Yep. Which was who? Who's the king of Grecia? Alexander. Yep. Go ahead.
And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
The great horn between his eyes, the first king, Alexander. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22.
Remember it said in Maccabees, the 1st chapter, he was the first to reign over all Greece. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. Which was the 4 generals that came up, taking over certain parts of the land. You had the Ptolemies, which ruled over here in Egypt. You had the Seleucid Empire, which ruled over here in what they call Mesopotamia. You know, and then you had Cassander, which ruled over here in Greece, and you had Lysimachus, which ruled over here in Spain and in France and all that over there. Let's go, bro. And that's it right there, bro. Go ahead.
This first Maccabees 1 and 9.
Right.
It says, after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did
and this is matching up. The Maccabees was during the time of the Greek Empire. Daniel had the vision during the time of the Babylonian Empire. Hundreds of years before it came to pass. These books was written at hundreds of years time span before the other one was written, man.
That's right.
Shows you that the Bible is valid. It is valid. You know? The Most High writes history, man. Before it even happened, what he say he gonna do? He gonna tell you of them. He gonna warn you what's gonna come. Right. Now, what we're warning in this day and age now is America finna be destroyed, man.
Right. That's right.
If you don't get your shit together, your simple ass is gonna die right here.
Right.
You stupid people that take life as a joke. You think that life is a joke out here. You know? So the Most High got something special for you. He got something so special for you that you ain't even gonna believe it when it happened to you. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them.
So did their sons after him, because you have Ptolemy the first, Ptolemy the second, Soter, Ptolemy the third of Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Seleucid the first, Antiochus Epiphanes. You know, or Antiochus, or Antiochus, however you want to say it. You know, you had these sons that was coming and going, and as these niggas was coming and going, these niggas, it was making it worse, and making it worse, and making it worse. Yo, Mahar, look up the 6 Syrian wars. Go ahead,
Says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus' surname Epiphanes. There
came out of these 4 generals and their sons a wicked root, Antiochus Epiphanes, which the man's real name was Mithridates, but he changed his name. Which he came out of the line of Seleucids, man. Because you had a line of, like when we speaking about the sons, you had lines during the Seleucid. You had sons in there that was called Antiochus or Antiochus. You know, and he threw his ass right there. Out of that line in the Seleucid Empire came this whole fucking Antiochus Epiphanes, which was the worst thing moving.
It's crazy.
Yo, let's go, bro.
Says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes.
Surname Epiphanes, God manifests. The word Epiphanes means God manifests. Because this guy believed that he was the God walking the earth. You know? Hey, the Heavenly Father controls Satan. Just to let you know. You know? That's not true. That's not true.
They don't believe it.
That shows you that they believe in Satan. They actually know that they're worshiping Satan.
Yeah.
So you fucking legends gotta die, man.
You're gonna die. The Heavenly Father rules Satan.
Right.
Stupid motherfucker. No, Satan got kicked out of heaven. Dumbass. Let's go, bro. Stupid as all hell. Not even knowing that. And Satan appeared right here, right now. know? Let's go, bro. So fucking Satan what? Satan loves the Heavenly Father dearly. You know what I mean? Yeah, Satan get offended if you tell him you are disobedient to the Heavenly Father. He'll get mad. Like, man, hell no. You know?
Yeah. He's son of the Most High.
He is son of the Most High. He loved the Most High. He loved to do the bidding of the Lord. And he has a special ability that the Lord gave him. And he loved to do that, you know? Which is to fuck with us as of right now. And he go hard too.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know, in the kingdom, man, I had to, man. I had to get you. You was slipping. you motherfucker, you. You know? You can't get mad at Satan, you know? I mean, you know, I'm saying, like, you can't get like that overly mad, like, this dude is doing what the Most High programmed him to do. I mean, you know, you get mad at Satan, you motherfucker. You know, I'm talking about like that. Man, fuck, man. You know that this dude's doing what the Lord told him to do, man. You know? Let's go, bro.
Yeah, it says Antiochus.
Weirdos, man. Go ahead, all right.
Notice that they're all black.
They're all black.
All of them.
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
If we had the they live glasses on, we'd just see skeleton heads walking by. Go ahead.
It says Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137 years.
Yeah, because back then, during this time of age, if your ass got caught in fucking enemy's fucking territory, you became a fucking slave, man. And it showed you the little Caesar Borgia, the Borgia episodes, that Caesar Borgia had to go as a hostage. Oh, no, that's good. But Caesar Borgia had to go as a hostage, and they was over there fucking him in the ass, man. Fucking his ass in the ass. He was a hostage, bro. They could do anything to you. Made me think, hey, man, them Greek fucking, they was getting their ass. You know, Esau is fucking, he's sick like that. You his prisoner when he mean that shit, you know? He mean, I'm gonna take your manhood from you. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking about the whole time. Reek.
Yeah, Reek. That's
Reek. Yo, so I was like, that's a good example. I was thinking about that example. That's funny. But let's go, bro. But Antiochus was a goddamn hostage at first. Maphrodites. Nigga name was Maphrodites. Go ahead, Al.
It says this is 11th verse. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Because
look, during the time of Greece, during the time of the reign of these damn Edomites coming in, and civilization started with Greeks, right? They was the first ones to start taking people away from their customs to try to make them like them. Remember during somebody real quick, get Exodus, it's abomination for the Egyptians to eat with the Hebrews, or is it Exodus the 2nd chapter? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bro? If anybody can find it. Damn, if any brother know what it is. But my main point, if anybody can find it, my main point of bringing it out was that back then you didn't fucking try to get somebody to convert to your stuff. It was an abomination for them to even try to practice your stuff. You know? But when the Greeks came into power, them motherfuckers started Hellenizing everybody. You want to be a Greek with me? You want to be a Greek with me?
Genesis 43, 32.
Genesis 43 and 32. Because there's different times when that was quoted too. Go ahead,
Genesis 43 and 32. And they sat on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians was to eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews.
We got Satan walking by like motherfuckers. I want to talk to one of them motherfuckers really though, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Yep. Man, I see these people here. Hey man, what's up down there? Was it like a Satan worshiping log or what? What would you say it is? Huh? Music? Oh my goodness, are you damn that rock and roll shit that these lads is into, man?
Yeah.
They over there thinking that it's just...
That's not rock, that's heavy metal.
That's heavy metal.
Yeah, that's heavy metal, huh?
Yeah.
They just thinking that they're for a music concert.
Death metal.
With a thrasher and... No, man, y'all, they in there worshiping Satan, man. And that brother from Missouri a long time ago did a video when the frequencies on the water, right? The frequency that he put of rock and roll or heavy metal on the water, what did it make the water do? It made the water just be disturbed or broken. It was everywhere. It had no pattern. It had nothing. And that's the damn spirit of the damn Edomites, man. Destructive. So they in there getting that frequency running through their blood, and their blood is taking forth on that, making the shape of them frequencies, and it's just keeping them in a dark state, man. Fucking them up, man. Let's go back though, bro.
I used to avoid those motherfuckers in school.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers. They're the only people at school that get away with a 6-inch fucking needle on the front of their boot.
Right.
You know? They walking around class, they can just kick the shit out of somebody. But Jake come to school with a damn water gun, that motherfucker gets suspended.
Get arrested. Shit. Now he get arrested.
Yeah, he get arrested. That motherfucker green it's green, yellow, and orange. It ain't even all black. Fuck that, you're suspended.
Yeah, shit, they used to send us home for wearing a white shirt.
Yeah, yup, you couldn't wear white tees because of fucking Cinco de Mayo or some shit like that. God damn it, man, that shit is crazy. But Esau walked around with a 6-inch fucking, like 3 of them hanging out the front of his boot, man. All you gotta do is kick this shit out of somebody's life. Go ahead, bro.
This is First Maccabees 1:11.
Right.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us."
Because during that time, you had the Hellenistic period starting, man. Where the Greeks thought to themselves, shit, the more the better, the more the merrier, the more the greater. If we could get these other nations to join our army, then we have the biggest army. Nobody can mess with us, man. So they start Hellenizing everybody, man. And that even affected them damn niggas. Niggas today that see profit. Like, fuck that, I see profit in doing this. I become a Greek, nigga, I'm gonna be made in the shade. You know? Which they call liberals and settlers? What you say? Liberals and conservatives. Conservatives and liberals. Liberals was the people of our nation who want to stick to the traditions of the ways. Then you have the conservators, which was the motherfuckers who wanted to conform to what the Greeks was doing, because they see profit in it. You know? So you had a lot of niggas start taking on the ways of the Greeks, man. Now that's when this scripture was starting to apply itself as well. Go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
And now that scripture started to play in itself right there during the Hellenistic period.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, Doc.
The Hellenistic period?
Yep.
It's on Wikipedia.
Read it a little loud, Doc.
The Hellenistic period covered a period of Mediterranean history between the death of Alexander the Great.
Get the map up, bro. Mediterranean history. What is Mediterranean history? The Mediterranean Sea was this sea right here. Which, if I'm not mistaken, the sea before it was called the Mediterranean Sea was called the Great Sea. Because this was a big old mass body of water that basically encompassed the whole kingdom. Go ahead, Doc.
Between the death of Alexander the Great and 323 BC and the emergence of the Roman Empire as identified by the Battle of Actium in 31 BC.
Maybe that was it. I said Gargama, but I be getting the battles mixed up. That was the final battle between the Persians and the Greeks. Maybe it was the one you just said though. Slock, if anything, go ahead, bro.
And the subsequent conquest of Ptolemaic Egypt the following year, the ancient Greek word Hella is the original word for Greek, which the word Hellenistic was derived from.
Hella, that's the original. That's what the word Hella means. It means Greek. Hella. That's what it means. Greek.
Yeah,
you know?
At this time, Greek cultural influence and power was at its peak in Europe, Africa, and Asia.
Yeah, look. Say it again, Doc.
Europe, Africa, and Asia.
It said the Hellenistic period was at its peak in Europe, Africa, and Asia. The Greeks was trying to get everybody to be like them, man. You know, just like America today. Become an American. You got fucking Arabs and all our people. I'm an American. You know, not knowing your ass go back to somebody else, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It said prosperity and progress in the art, exploration, literature, theater, architecture, music, mathematics, philosophy, and science.
Yep.
It is often considered a period of transition, sometimes even of decadence or degeneration.
Degeneration, man. the demoralizing of the whole planet Earth is when the Greeks came in. Homosexuality just started going super rampant. You know? Having sex with animals and shit, eating up blood. You know? Go ahead.
It said the Hellenistic period saw the rise of new comedy, Alexandrian poetry, the Septuagint, the philosophy of Thytheum.
Nah, that's pretty much it right there, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down to this part.
Yeah.
It said
it's a lot more. The point just being that the Greeks were trying to get everybody to convert to how they wanted to their religion, to their ways of life. When we read, that wasn't so back then. Back then, you wouldn't even, whatever you were, you didn't want no other nation to come and try to be like you. Like we read, it was abomination for the Hebrews to eat with the Hamitic people. You know, it was even during the time of King David, he was fighting for one of the Hamite kings, and then when he was gonna go to war with Israel, the people was like, hell no, this dude can't come with us. The Hamites started complaining to the king, these dudes can't come with us because their ass is gonna turn to they're gonna turn to the Hebrews and start fighting against us, man. Because it was an abomination for your ass to be acting like somebody you wasn't, man. And the people of the land did not like that. You know? Go ahead,
hey, you know that term, divided you fall and united we stand?
Yeah.
You know where that derives from?
Nah, bro.
It derives from the Greeks. It derives from the Greeks.
Go and read it, bro. Look at that, though.
This is it's Wikipedia. United we stand, divided we fall. You go down to the historical origin. It says the phrase has been attributed to the ancient Greeks storytellers Aesop, both directly in his fable, The Four Oxen and the Lion, and indirectly in the bundles of sticks, you know. That just going to the Hellenes to like bring everybody together, you know. Because it's not you standing with them, it's you coming unto their way.
Yeah, you see that right there?
That's what it is.
And that's a good point, because down here in the etymology, it said the word originated from the German term Hellenistic, from ancient Greek Hellenitas, one who uses the Greek language.
One who uses, and that's why we go in the scriptures dealing with Timothy's father and everything, proving that he was an Israelite who was Hellenized. Because this period was at its peak of Jakes practicing that Greek shit, doing something that was never unheard of to be trying to act like these other nations.
Right. That was a normal thing back then.
Yes.
There's another point. It said the Hellenistic period was characterized by a new wave.
No.
It said the Hellenistic period was characterized by a new wave of Greek colonization, sound like what the Americans do.
Yeah.
which established Greek city and kingdom in Asia and Africa. This resulted in the export of Greek culture and language to these new realms spanning as far as modern-day India. Equally, however, these new kingdoms were influenced by the indigenous cultures, adopting local practices were beneficial, necessary, or convenient. Hellenistic culture does represent a fusion of the ancient Greek world with that of the Near East, Middle East, and South Asia.
You see that right there? So they was conquering these lands and pushing their fucking, like we would say today, democracy. Or pushing their ways of living, Greek culture everywhere, man. Fucking Zeus and fucking Nike and fucking Jupiter. No, Jupiter is during the time of the Romans, but them different gods. That's why you watch an old flick like 300, the Spartacus, Troy and all that. They be like, by the gods. By the gods.
Even Game of Thrones.
Yeah, even Game of Thrones. The gods can suck my cock. Because it was Greek influence over everybody.
That's what happened during the Hellenistic period, man.
Yeah. Let's go, bro. Yeah. Back in the First Maccabees.
It's back First Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
See, it said, look, Jake ass started getting comfortable with this Greek stuff, man. It started, we're talking about the Levitical priesthood, man. The Levitical priesthood job was to do what? To push forth the laws to the people, man, of the Most High. These niggas started selling out because they seen that during this time, the Greek Empire was on its rise. They could get profits in this, man. So you had these fucking niggas who started conforming to the Greeks, man, and pressing that to our people. And that's where that Jeremiah 17:4 started to play in itself too, man. Niggas started separating themselves from the heritage that the Most High gave them. You know? And these same niggas was teaching these practices to jakes around them. Just like niggas today. Just like the celebrities today. You know? So now you got niggas like Boot Gang walking around because of niggas like Jay-Z. Niggas like fucking DMX and shit. Lil Wayne and shit. Now you got niggas that like Boot Gang now. You know? Because that all plays an influence on them from acting like a damn Greek. Yep. Wicked ass Jake. Let's go back though, bro.
They knew to go to the teacher or the prominent people or the leaders of that cultural or that race of people.
Yep.
They don't want to have the influence over the people.
Yep.
You get them, you don't get the low level people. That's backward. You get the people that teach the low level people.
And I'll tell you something about the Edomites. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what you do, who you are. If you got some money coming in, then they'll be good with that shit. So when you had the Jakes, the Levitical priesthood that was selling out, Edom seemed like, okay, I'm gonna start taking over the land of Israel now. That's gonna be me. Them people in there are gonna be me. They're gonna be paying they're gonna be tributaries to me now. You know? Let's go, bro.
It's back in the 12th verse. It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
It said Jake was so caught up into trying to be a Greek, they went to the king himself like, man, we trying to do what y'all do, how y'all hold it down. Y'all have, during this time the Greeks was ruling, y'all got power over the planet Earth. Look, over there in my land, you got liberals over there, which was men that stuck. Yeah, we
conservative is one that with tradition, and liberal is open-minded.
Oh, okay, I'm switching it up there. I'm sorry,
Salaki. The ones that take on a whole new religion or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Brothers that heard me, you know, it was a tongue twister, but in my brain I was thinking the right thing. But the liberals were talking about then what was I saying? Salaki. The conservatives, oh no, the liberals was talking, they went to the kings, fucking Antiochus and all them, or whatever Greek king or whatever Greek ruler at the time, and was saying, look, man, back in my land, we got people that's trying to hold up the traditions of their God and all that. Fuck that. Get me in there, I'll be a puppet for you. Just keep me in the power. Let me have that power seat. So then that's when you get, I'll turn the people's heart. That's why you get niggas like Jason, which was Onias III's brother. Jealous of Onias, but seeing that he could get over Onias by going to the Greek king. You know? That's what you had, Jake being Hellenized. Go ahead, bro.
It says, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
According to the custom of the heathen, which that's where you get gym from. You know? And that's why you see them ancient, like Apostle Tahar always going to it, the ancient relics of the Olympics and all that stuff. You had them asshole naked fucking competing with each other, man. Which was the ways of the Greeks. That's why when you look at anybody competing in sports today, they look like they're naked. Tight clothes. You know?
Yeah, so you see, especially like when you watch the Olympic games, you see Jake running, you know, those sprints, they're doing the wrestling, they all got those onesies on, those little leotards, whatever the hell you call them.
Niggas in leotards.
I mean, it's basically like resembling like they're naked, man.
Yeah, resembling that they're naked. You know?
Hey, because you believe me, if Esau could, he'll command them niggas run out there, balls jangling. Man, Jake can do that shit.
Esau really want to do that, but you know, people minds. But he really want to do that. He wanted motherfuckers out there asshole naked with shoulder pads.
And you know what's funny? This is how you know that this is Rome all over again. Because back in the not Rome, but ancient Greek ancient, you know, Greece, that culture back all over again. Because what those Jake used to do, the ones that used to be in the Olympics, I forget the name of this thing, but they showed you that shit in Spartacus. Right. They would put on all this baby oil, right? And they would wrestle and fight with that shit on. And then after they were done, they would get this stick and they would scrape off the dirt and all the sweat that they had, right? And they would scrape that shit off into a container, and they would sell that container to the people's favorite fighter. And they thought that by taking his sweat and his oil, they would put it on themselves. That it would make them mighty, just like their favorite athletes, man.
Damn, see that?
Fast forward today. They got the shoes, Jake sponsored by this, Jake sponsored by that. Why? So you can feel like you that person.
Yep.
Jake wear Jordans to be like Jordan. Jake wear LeBrons to be like LeBron.
Yeah.
I remember he had that Jake, he was playing basketball, he had on the whole Michael Jordan outfit, man. I'm talking about to the T, all the way down to the damn knee brace, man. But it shows you, like back then, that's what Jake was doing. They doing the same thing all over again today, just fast forward, man.
Yeah, and if Jake drink Gatorade because Michael Jordan drinks. Yeah. They use them as a endorse, and they went, oh yeah, he hydrates with that. I'm gonna drink that.
Yeah, even though it was I forgot the shoes that was called the pumps, and then I forgot what was it, Sean Kemp?
Lee Brown.
But he was in a dunk contest. He was pumping them shits. Yeah, Lee Brown, pumping them shits. Next thing you know, Jake on a basketball court pumping his shoe, getting ready to try to bang out. You know.
Just to show that these are the Greeks. I mean, you know, all over again. You got ESPN magazine covers. They be having these major athletes, mainly Jake. They be shooting these covers naked, man. You know, going back to Gymnos, man. You got Odell Beckham Jr., Adrian Peterson, Kevin Love, Serena Williams. What's this nigga name again? Whatever they say, Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
You got even Marshawn Lynch up here, man, butt ass naked, man.
Look at this dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's supposed to be a hard guy, right? What's his nigga name? Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Hey, let's get this side right here, bro. Oh, this dude quick. Hey, he's supposed to be a Hebrew now. LeBron, I mean, Dwayne Wade, right? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Hey, come a little close with that sign out. Same thing was going on during this time, man. Fucking, look at the wrestling and shit. See the comparisons with the wrestling and everything. Same thing, man. Because our people was being Hellenized when these Greeks came in. Showing you that the Bible is valid. It's on point, man.
Hey, another thing that proves that this book represents our people to a T, man.
Yep.
This book is all on. It's got Jake written you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans written all over it. Man.
All over it.
You know, and then when you go back to back in the time of Exodus and Moses, our people did the same thing. Our people always had a problem of envying with the heathens, man. They always had a problem with wanting to be like the other nations. The other nations, because Yahawah, before we had kings, Yahawah was our king, man.
Yep.
What happened? Jake got to run these other nations. They wanted a king because the other nations had a king, man. And then Samuel even told him, like, look, Most High said, if I'm going to give you a king, this is how he going to be over you.
Right.
He going to do this. He going to make your daughters confectionaries. He going to take this from you. He going to take this from you. But Jake said, we don't give a damn. The heathens got a king. We want a king. The Most High was like, all right. And the Most High gave him Saul, man.
Which
Our
means
people always had that damn problem, man.
Yep. Which
even to this day, our people love being like the heathen, man.
Yep.
That's why they go out and vote.
Yep. That's right. That's what in the words the name Saul means desire, because that was the nation of Israel desire, man, which was off. There was a way it would seem righteous unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. But let's go back out.
It's back to 15. It says, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen.
And which spiritually he looked like dude for Get Out.
You know it too.
He was like, get out! But you literally they was making spiritually they was making themselves uncircumcised and literal physically. The Apostle Ramlau brought that out. They was literally taking off meat from other part off their ass and putting skin back on the forerun of their fucking penis, man. Because what was our custom? You gotta be circumcised the 8th day. But to be like the heathen so bad, I want his penis. You know, they'll fucking do that, man. Jake was on one, man. That's why the Greeks had said, it's gonna go. It said wickedness multiplied in the earth. Damn, dude, read that part again on that little the wickedness part. Did we even hit that part yet? No, we didn't even hit that part yet.
Because Jake wanted to conform, man.
Yeah.
He wanted to be like the heathen so bad, man. Because you better believe when Jake was starting to do all this gymno shit, they was walking in there circumcised. It separated them from the heathen. The heathen be like, hey, you know, he's a homo. He keeping his rod out. Like,
he's talking jokes and shit.
Cracking jokes and shit. Hey, you can't come in here and wrestle this shit. You better fix that. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Jake is fucking creative wickedness. That nigga figured out a way to put the foreskin back on his shit. Hey, and when you Google it, it said that shit was a painful fucking procedure to do. Jake did it anyway, man.
Damn.
They doing this way like a motherfucker to seek love, man.
That's some real shit.
They doing it today, man. You got in Europe,
it's his
like a couple years ago, came from
his ass cheek.
It's the high peak and getting put on the penis.
That's crazy.
And back in Europe, it's common among the Europeans. So you gotta think about it. You got all the Nigerian and Muslims moving up there. They trying to be like the Europeans too, so they don't get that surgery done.
Yeah, because I just tell a little stories, you know, for mature minds only. Because I was circumcised from my birth, you know, fortunate enough by the Spirit of the Most High, but all my cousins wasn't. You know, being small and stuff, you took baths together, played with the fucking toys, and they used to make fun of me and shit, like, why yours look like that? You know, and I used to think to myself, why did my shit look like that? But I'm glad now that I was circumcised from the not from the 8th day, but just when I was born, period. You know? Cause you got brothers that deal with that, gotta do it now. And that's like, fuck.
Hey, Timothy's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Hey, Abraham was 99.
Yeah. And that shit, brothers still gotta do that. Shit's whack, man.
Joshua had to circumcise all those men in the wilderness.
What's Christmas?
Yeah. Motherfucker said penises all day.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Yeah, see penis all day and shit. Goddamn. Goddamn. I know, right? Rods and shit. Hey, but it was so sick. What shows you the importance of getting circumcised, the Most High is going to put Moses to death. The most meekest man on the earth. Is going to get put to death. Because he didn't circumcise his son. Yep, Gershom. And this woman took the foreskin and threw it at his feet. Like, threw the little bloody meat at his feet and called him a bloody husband. You bloody husband, you was finna get blood on our hands. You was finna get us put to death. You know? Let's go though,
Angel
bro.
met him in a way.
The angels finna smoke the hell out of Moses, showing you that the Most High has not a respect of persons of who, it don't matter who you are.
Right.
The Most High do not have respect of persons or who you are. He don't give a damn. You ain't nothing but earth and ashes.
And Most High mean what he said. Most High told Moses, you ain't gonna see the promised land.
Yeah.
He let him see it. But he didn't get the, you know, he didn't get the set foot.
Yeah. What movie was that?
I was gonna say that Planet
Planet Apes. Yeah. Everybody's minds is fucking knit like a spider net. No, go ahead, Doc.
So back in 15 it says, they made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
Jeremiah 44.
Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt.
Hey, it's a lot. It said they were sold to do mischief. You gotta think. That was a long time that Jake was sown into that.
Yeah.
You know, generations and generations, man.
Yeah.
They totally forsook the Most High, taught their children so, taught their children so, man. Because you read it, you think like, oh, it was just a little time frame. Hell no, that was going on for a long time, man.
Because it said Antiochus the fourth. Hold up, you had Ptolemy that came, Ptolemy the second, Ptolemy the third, Seleucid the first, Seleucid the second. Antiochus didn't come for a minute, you know? So it was a whole time period of Jake just wilding out.
And you had Alexander, I mean, he was a devil, but at least he would let the people that he conquered, as long as they paid tribute, he'll let you continue to worship your own gods, man. These motherfuckers told him he wanted a new world order, man. He was on that Tower of Babel shit. He was on that Esau shit today, that new world order, making all the people one, man. He said everybody got to consent, man. You know?
Put them to death, whoever didn't eat swine's flesh.
Yeah, you got, they didn't just put you, they embarrassed you when you died. You know, everybody.
That's why he put fear in other people so they would do what he wanted them to do.
Yeah, I think too. You know, you got to really put yourself in that situation. You had Jake telling on other Jake. You know what? The other Hebrew, they said they ain't gonna do it. Look, they over there. Where they at? I'll show you. You know, ratting Jake out to the damn heathen, man. To Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to gain favor, man. Just to be on the good side of the king. You know, Jake could be a fucking piece of shit, man.
Yeah, Jake could be the worst thing moving, man. And like I say, my fault, bro. Like I say all the time, what's more worse than Edomite is a fucking traitor. You know? That's worse than an Edomite, man. You had something to say though, bro?
No, I was going to say that happened to us in slavery. You know what I'm saying? So that show you that that's the same reincarnation, because the same thing happened to us, because they would kill Jake trying to read the Bible. You know, they would lynch him. You know, they would torture him, feathering him. You know what I'm saying? Make an example for the other slaves to see, hey, if you do what this guy did, same thing will happen to you.
They had the buck breaking. They would literally master the plantation. He would grant some of his friends, and they would break the strongest Jake in front of all the people, man. In front of all the other slaves, man. Just set an example.
Now this is the start of these Edomites. It goes to show you the foundation of your foundation is how you gonna be from that starting point from now on, man. So it goes to show you why the white man is so fucking perverse right now. Why is he so perverse? Because his foundation was perverse. You know, like going back to the sign right here. You got a man gonna have sex with a goat, man. They love little stuff like that, man. They love it, man. Edomites love having sex with horses, little kids, other men. That's your foundation. You know, that's who you are.
Because back in the ancient Greek and Roman Empire, that was a norm. Everybody, hey, those Roman Caesars and kings, everybody knew that them niggas was homos, man. They went both ways. That was common knowledge, man. That wasn't something like, oh my God, the king's a homo. Everybody, that shit was the norm back then. You had a lot of Jake participating in that shit. The niggas was having orgies, man, all type of shit, man.
And
he's a freak, man.
Yeah, and what you got today, though, the rulers of this world, you best believe they doing that same, they practicing that same shit, man.
Orgy islands,
all that.
Bohemian Grove.
Fucking sick, perverse, and just weird and fucking obscured.
Soul not upright in it.
Yeah, hey, grab that real quick, bro. Habakkuk, just real quick, let's get that point because it just fits. Habakkuk 2 and 3 or something like that. It fits perfect, man.
So this white man, he ain't never changed, man. He's still the same, you know?
This dude is fucking weird, man. This dude is deaf.
He worshiping Satan right now.
Yeah, he worshiping Satan right now as we speak. Let's go, bro. Got it?
2 and 3?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. It's not upright with him. Or is it 8?
Nah, it's like 2.
Hell no.
3.
Yeah, they worship
This is like she need to wash her ass. This dude too.
Yeah.
They worshiping Satan now.
Yeah, they worshiping Satan down there. In a form of heavy metal and shit. No, it's 2, bro. It's 2. It's like at the beginning or something like that.
Gotta be those 30 niggas from the Aztec era, man.
Yep, got it.
There's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah.
But the just shall live by his faith.
That's it right there. The soul that's in these white people is not upright. It's perverse. Everything that the scriptures say to do, they're the opposite. They're the antonym. You know what I mean? So if the Heavenly Father say, look, a man should not lie with another man, what does Esau do? Shit, fuck that, I'm gonna do it. He said don't lie with a beast, Esau say, I'm gonna do it. You know, let's jump back to that.
This is back in 16, it says, that when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion of 2 realms.
Because remember, going back to the map, the Seleucid Empire was the land of Mesopotamia, and that's where he ruled. Antiochus came out of that. Ptolemy ruled down here in Egypt. Antiochus thought fit to expand his empire from just being in Mesopotamia to go down to all the way down to Egypt. Let's go to Daniel's 11. Let's get a couple. I ain't gonna go too far in that one because that's a hidden message for certain people only. But Daniel's 11, it started 4. Yeah.
This is Daniel chapter 11, verse 4. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken.
I'm sorry, started 3.
Daniel 11, verse 3.
Right.
And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rise with great dominion, and do according to his will. Verse 4. And when he shall stand up,
the mighty king is talking about Alexander the Great, and do it according to his will. Jump up to the second verse, bro, real quick.
Daniel 11, verse 2. And now will I shew thee.
Start at 1. Fuck it.
Daniel 11, top chapter. Also I, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him.
Yep.
And now will I shew thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in the Persia, and the 4th shall be far richer than they all. Than they all.
Because remember, you had them 3 kings that was ruling in Persia and Media, right? And one of the first king was Cambyses the second. The other one was Samerdis, and then the third one was Darius the first, which was the Great. But then it said the 4th one was gonna stand up, and that's the king that was ruling during the time of Esther, which was Xerxes or Artaxerxes, or however you fucking say the shit. Now these kings ruled over Persia and Media. Go ahead, bro.
And the 4th shall be far richer than they all.
And that's why when you checking out that movie 300, Xerxes was fucking rich as hell, getting everybody to do what he want by offering money to him. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And by his strength, and by his strength through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
Right, keep going, bro.
Verse 3. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion.
Which is talking about Alexander the Great, because that was the one that took down the Persians and the Medes. Go ahead, bro.
And do according to his will.
Yeah.
Verse 4. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken, and shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven.
The 4 winds of heaven, the 4 wings on a fowl, or the 4 heads that we've been jumping from Daniel's to the Maccabees, the 1st chapter, the same thing. The 4 winds are talking about his 4 generals that was going to be set up. Go ahead, bro.
Reading on, it says, and not to his posterity, and for his kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others beside those.
And not to his posterity. When Alexander the Greek died, it was all out war over his fuck. Hey, yo, I told you to look up the 6 Syrian wars.
Yeah, I still got it on there.
You still got it? We're gonna read that. This would be a perfect time to drop it. Not to his posterity. When Alexander the Greek died, it was like, fuck that nigga. Let's do it. Let me do what I want to do. So that's why you start getting the 6 Syrian wars, which was the wars between the Ptolemies and the Seleucid Empire, which was the prominent generals of Alexander, man. You know? You got that real quick, bro?
Yeah. It's the 6th Syrian War, which is the final of the theory of the Syrian War.
No, actually, it's the term. It should be, or the Syrian Wars. I'm sorry, bro, not the 6th one. We'll go to the Syrian Wars, not the actual 6th battle, which was the final one. We'll go to where it just gives the brief of what the Syrian Wars was.
Okay.
You know?
Well, here it just has a list on Wikipedia.
Maybe if you Google Syrian Wars, Wikipedia.
Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Syrian War were a series of 6 wars between the Seleucid Empire and the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt.
See that right there? It was 6 wars between the Ptolemaic Empire and the Seleucid Empire. You think fucking Alexander the Great would want that popping like that? Y'all fighting against each other when y'all need to be together to conquer.
It was greed.
It was greed. So it was until Alexander's to his posterity. You know what I mean? Or to how he wanted to do things.
Right, because if he had an heir or a son, the king would have went right to him. Yeah. Everybody, it wouldn't have been split to his 4 generals, man. Yep. Because all them motherfuckers, they all had their own agenda, man. Yep. It was all greedy of gain, man. Yep. Here it is. They grew up together, they're cousins. Yep. That's cousins and kinfolk fighting against each other.
Yeah, fighting and shit, you know? Grew up together, learned under Aristotle too. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It said the scepter state to Alexander the Great Empire during the 3rd and 2nd century BC over the region then called Koila, Syria, one of the few avenues into Egypt. The conflict drained the material and manpower of both parties and led to their eventual destruction and conquest by Rome.
That's it right there, bro. That's pretty much it. But it said they're fucking fighting.
It said they are briefly mentioned in the biblical book of the Maccabees.
Hey, look at that, man. Goes to show you the scriptures on point. But it said that they ass fighting against each other led to the downfall of their ass, man.
Yeah. Kingdom divided against itself
should not stand.
Yeah, because Seleucid at one point, when he was fighting during the last war, he asked the Romans for help, and they did. But eventually, the Romans took both of them, and they conquered both of the regions. That's why he had a Roman that was controlling Egypt and the other area.
And that's when people get it.
I was just gonna bring out the point that they was always giving their daughters over to marry for peace offering because there were so many wars. They were trying to mend those wars, but really they were just a setup so they could take each other down.
They say that on Daniel's 11th chapter, when you read down a little further, it explains that one of the Ptolemies would give his daughter because he had a fucking, or the Seleucid to give his daughter because they had an agenda behind it to try to get the realm. But the daughter would end up falling in love with
and
start going against the father, which shows you that woman's a weaker vessel.
Right.
But let's jump back to that down
because giving your daughter over, it's like, okay, this man wants peace with me. He wants to join our families, so we're gonna have peace and no more war. But like the brother said, the daughters would get in there and their box get turned out, and they turn their brain, their mind, they go against their own bloodline.
Yeah. You even had some of them women that wanted to rule themselves too. They wanted to be queen, so they had their own agendas. And you got people we was talking about the other week, Cleopatra and everybody think that's a damn black woman, when really that was a goddamn Edomite woman. And it was like fucking 13 Cleopatras, 13 Bernices. You know, she was Cleopatra the fucking 5th and shit. It was 5 that came before her. Motherfuckers don't know stuff like that though.
Hey, I came across that at work. got there was a lot of magazines, and it was like archaeology, and their latest magazine cover was of a stone with writing on it, basically talking about the Ptolemy conquering one of his war accomplishments. But I had Googled it when I got home, and it was stating there that the Ptolemy dynasty at this area was white people. It was making a clear distinction that this wasn't the so-called real Africans. It was white people from this point on.
Yeah.
You know? And the clear path was white.
And that's why you got a lot of Edomites that's down here in South Africa thinking they fucking Africans and shit.
Right.
You know? But your ass don't know that your ass was somewhere in there during the time of the Ptolemaic Empire. That's how you got in there. Over to Africa like that.
Hey, just how you got those Arabs over there down there in Libya, all that. That's why they make these movies of Egyptians. They'll put Arabs there. Why? Because the Arabs are the people that's living in that land right now. And it wasn't always there, man. The real people that should be there. Whenever they depicting the mummies and the ancient pharaohs, there should be some black ass Hamites, man. Tall ass Hamites, man. There should never be no goddamn Arab looking people, man.
Yeah, Manuk Bo just chilling there. That's what you should have.
That just shows you that Esau knows the truth, and he knows these people they don't know history, so they automatically assume that. Just like they'll say, well, Jesus could be dark skinned. He lived. People in that area, they are dark skinned. Yeah. You know, because they try to correlate that people that's living there now, since they're Arab and they dark, that hey, it's because that the area that they live in, which has nothing to do with anything, man. Right. You only saying that because the fucking musty ass Arabs over there right now, man. They was not always living in that land, man. People they don't know history, man.
Like the Edomites was not Syrians either. When the Edomites took over that whole region, they took on everybody's fucking land, taking on whatever name they wanted to be called by. They was the fucking Edomites.
Hey, because that's what you can do when you conquer somebody. That's why they call it history, man. It's his story, man. If you conquer somebody, you can make it be whatever the fuck you want it to be, man. Lying off, just like those Edomites over there that's sitting on the crown over there in Europe. They conquered Jake, and they put themselves in that position. They call themselves, they make it seem like they always been those people, man. That's how Esau operates, man.
That's what they have the whitewashing. The defacing the images and iconoclasm. They put their images up. To make it seem like that they had always been there.
And the Ptolemies did the same shit in Egypt. They started putting on the ancient Egyptian guards, putting on the goddamn big ass the pharaoh head shits, man. Carving stones out of themselves. They just basically went in there and just copied and put themselves in there, man.
And how did they get in there? Remember, during the prophecy of Daniel, it said that the bear got the 3 ribs between the teeth, and one of the ribs was Egypt. So when the bear took down the fucking land of Egypt, they took that region over. So then when the person of me got took down, the Greeks took that down, they took that region over. So now you got the Edomites ruling that section of land. And that was the part that was split up when the generals came.
The same thing happened with Russia. The original was Jaffa was there, and they got pushed out of there. And then Esau took that over.
The real Romans, like the whole Roman, that comes from the Japhetic people. Calling themselves Romans. They had nothing to do with an Edomite whatsoever, man. Hey, just like today, if we was here for another 500 years, Esau would be Michael Jordan. He'll be everybody. Everybody that did great things here in America.
Michael Jackson.
Hey, all he would do was hey, that's why Esau's trying to take slavery out of books, man. If he had it his way, he would make it to where that him coming here and conquering the Native American Indians never happened, man. He would just make it seem like he just always been here and shit.
He'll be a Native American Indian.
Right, you know? Well, he does that now. We go to these powwows, we have the Edomites over there talking about, I'm Arawak and I'm all this, like,
Blackwood.
Hey, even the movies, hey, The Last Samurai was Tom Cruise. That shit, man.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Motherfucking Tom Cruise. That motherfucker. Let's go back though, bro. Let's go back. Tom Cruise ass. Fucking last summer. Man, get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, bro.
This back in First Maccabees 1:16, it says, now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion of the 2 realms. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy, and made war against Ptolemy king of Egypt.
Which was started the wars that was going on between them two empires right there, man. Let's pause. Stay right there, but let's go to that Daniel's 8, bro. Let's go to Daniel's 8. I mean, remember I was telling you we was gonna go back and start from that point.
I'm gonna read up verse 4 again. This is Daniel chapter 11, verse 4. And when he shall...
I'm sorry, 8, bro. Start at 9.
I was at 9.
Yeah, 8 and 9.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 9. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great.
Remember we was talking about the verses previously up, we were talking about Alexander taking over. They said out of one of them came a great horn. Was who? Was that horn? Like it spoke in the Maccabees, Antiochus IV. That was that motherfucker who was the top motherfucking wicked mother. I can't really think of nobody more wicked than this dude. I can't, me personally, everybody I know in history, what everybody did, Antiochus takes the cake. Because Antiochus or Antiochus, his ass was the one who brought forth the abomination which make destiny, man. Which was like the breaking point of Jacob being separated from the ways of the Most High and taking on the heathens, man, by force. You know, let's go out.
Back to verse 9.
Right.
And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great.
Hey, Most High let the dude be great. Go ahead.
Toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land.
Right.
Verse 10. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven.
Yeah.
And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground.
Even us, even at the Most High's holy people, the Most High's holy land, this motherfucker waxed strong against us, man. Because there was times when he'll go down, when you read in Daniel's 11th chapter, we'll talk about the king of the south and the king of the north. It's not the same kings. It's not the same king every time I say king of the south and king of the north. These are different sons, different Ptolemies, Seleucids, and Antiochus that was coming, man. You know? So, damn, I lost my fucking train of... Read that part again, I lost my train of thought.
To the fact that the hell he brought on us.
Yeah, there we go.
He got punked by the Roman general.
Yeah, so when Antiochus will go against, he'll go down there in Egypt and fight a battle and fucking lose to one of the Ptolemies. Right. He'll fucking be mad when he's marching his ass back to his kingdom in fucking Babylon. He'll fucking stop at our land and tear us up. Tear us up, man. Something crucial, man. Break us off. Didn't he
do that against with that Roman general that punked him?
Yeah.
Roman general punked him and said, you cross this line, this will be act of war against Rome. And when he took it out, he fucked us up.
When he fucked us up. The Most High, but see, the Most High was using Esau as that whooping stick. That's all that was. Jake was over there being wicked as hell. The Most High was like, okay, I'm gonna put in this mind of this king to go over there and lose and get mad to come and get you. Hey, real quick, go to Isaiah 5, 10 and 5. Real quick, just to show that the Most High uses Esau, man, to jack people up who he wants. You know, especially in our case right now, Isaiah 10 and 5. Isaiah 10 and 5. Yep.
Isaiah 10 and 5, it says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is my indignation.
You see that right there? The Edomites, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, I will send him against an hypocritical nation hey,
that was us at the time. Yeah. We was hypocrites in the mug, man. You know, you had Jake over there, like we said all the time, had a sacrifice birds and animals ready, knowing that they finna go commit adultery and shit. Jake's was doing shit like that. Goddamn hypocrites. So the Most High sent the Assyrian the rod of his anger after him, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
That's it right there, but that's what Antiochus did. Yep. You know? Hey, get the abomination which make desolate in Wikipedia.
The what?
Get that, and let's jump back here real quick. The abomination which make desolate.
This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 10. And it was great, and it was waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Verse 11. Yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away.
And by this dude Antiochus, the daily sacrifice was taken away, which I forget what scriptures it is in the Exodus, which each day the Most High said you give a daily sacrifice unto him. You know, that was of an importance, you know. But that motherfucker came and said, no, you stopping that. You, the way you living towards the Most High, you stopping that. You gonna conform to my ways.
Right, because he was in that scene.
Yep, God manifest.
Right, so that's why he was running around. He really thought that he was a God walking on the earth.
Yep,
so that's why he had so much pride that he was gonna go and tell Jake, look, you ain't gonna do that. You gonna do it my way, because basically I'm your God, man.
Yep, I'm your God.
The Most High fucked him up something horrible, man.
Yeah, which he found out. He found out he named himself God manifest, but later on in his life he found out what it really meant was that the Most High was manifesting who he was to fucking him by fucking his ass up. Cause he repented one of the most crucialest ways ever, man. He restored everything. He started restoring shit, giving Jake back shit, asked the Most High for forgiveness, everything. But what does it say? What does it say in Hebrews, the 12th chapter? It said, though he sought it carefully with tears, the Most High still basically rejected him. You know, but let's go back.
Bring out a quick point. Yeah. When he got rid of the daily sacrifices, you really disconnecting Israel from our power. Because when we go off, our sacrifices was to help atone so we can get back in good standing with the Most High.
Yep.
So he took that away, because basically allowing Israel to continue to sin and sin and sin without forgiveness of repentance.
Yeah.
Which was your sacrifice at that time.
Just like Esau pushes democracy today. Everybody gotta be a fucking part of demonocracy, you know?
But another thing though, like you said before, the Most High let that happen because they were being wicked anyway.
Yeah.
He wasn't, because when you go into Isaiah, the first chapter, I think the 9th verse, the Most High took away the acceptance of our sacrifices.
He sure did.
Because our people was just sinning willfully and based off the sacrifices that they had.
Damn.
So he didn't want to accept it anyway. So it played right the part with him taking those sacrifices away because they weren't sincere sacrifices.
Yeah, hey, the Most High it's like, dang, the way he set it up, this puzzle is crazy, man. Let's go back though, bro. Let's go back.
Back in Daniel chapter 8, verse 11. And by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
Yep, the Most High sanctuary was just as of nothing. They started to put Zeus statues in there, swine flesh on the altar. Remember, mind you, this dude, Antiochus Epiphanes, thought he was Zeus, man.
Having orgies in the house of the Most High.
Orgies and shit, getting it popping, got them priests up in there just allowing it to happen because they getting money put in their pocket, man.
And that's supposed to be no. That's why the Maccabees boys, they were so important because they weren't gonna go for that. Because the high priest is supposed to not stand for that. He's supposed to die before stuff like that take place. He's supposed to defend the temple, man. He's supposed to not have any wickedness going on. They gotta kill him and spill his blood before he allowed that stuff to go on. But he was taking a token for that to allow it to happen. With the Maccabee brothers, they wouldn't do that. They weren't gonna conform to that.
Yeah, that's why the tipping point was when Matthias lost him, and then he was making him instead of eat the pork off the shit. He lost it, man.
He was like,
he slew that nigga right there on the altar, man.
He said he couldn't even hold his reins. He was trembling so bad. This nigga. He couldn't even hold himself, man. You know, that was Phineas in the reincarnation. Go ahead,
This is back in verse 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression.
The Most High gave this dude an army to make sure that these motherfuckers stop that sacrifice. You know? Like this brother explained, the Most High took it away. You niggas abused it. Or our nation abused it rather, man. And that's why the Levitical priesthood was so fucking wicked, because these niggas started conforming over to Greece, man. So then, when the Roman Empire came, you had the Levitical priesthood was just on steroids with wickedness, man. Because these was the same niggas that was selling out, coming back in a steed, thinking that the Levitical priesthood was just a joke and just abusing it, man.
And that's the reason why when Paul got on the scene, our people were so completely Hellenized that he said, because Jakes at that time, they were like, well, no, they're they're not with us. They're fully taking on the customs of the heathens. And so Paul was like, hold on, we gotta slowly bring them around. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. We can't just force the law on them. We can't just force the circumcision on them. We gotta get them to understand Yahawashi, because our people have went through time and time and time being discontinued from the heritage.
Hey, I was gonna say, them dumb niggas didn't even realize that, nigga, you were the reason why Jake got so damn far gone in the first place. The wicked scribes and Pharisees.
Right.
Because nigga, you was the reincarnation of Jason. And niggas that was in the priesthood that was doing that wickedness, that was bringing Jake to the Greeks. So now when you came here as your forefather, you talking about, no, he's not a part of this thing, you know, he's a Greek. Nigga, you was the reason. Nigga, in your fucking reincarnation, you was wicked as hell. That's why the Most High got something special for them wicked ass niggas, man.